That's the drive shaft hitting the exhaust.
Oh, is it?
It'll clear itself. All right, guys, so we are officially ready to drive this car. It has been driven around the block, making sure nothing dies on it or anything like that, or comes apart, I guess, wheel fall off.
Yeah.
Also, we drove around with no exhaust, and it was god-awful loud.
It was really loud.
So we spent time, got an exhaust on it, temporary, just so it's out the back and isn't crazy loud until we figure that more out. But today we are going out. We've got some friends with their 2002s as well. They're meeting us up here, and we're going to take off, and I think we mapped it out about a 30, 40.
Yeah, 30, 40.
Yeah.
We're going to putz around in like some canyons and stuff too later on.
So yeah, we're going to be driving up to Cedar Crest on the other side of the mountain here in Albuquerque, get lunch, go from there and around, and then come back. We'll probably go take this up. We have this little canyon drive just north of us, about 5 minutes. So I feel like we'll just do a big loop through there. We've kind of mapped it out, about 40 miles, and it's a good, warm 75, 80.
Yeah, it's beautiful out right now.
Degree day. So it's warm enough that we know if it's going to overheat, it probably will.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Super excited and to get this out and driving. We are keeping it, since this is a brand new engine, essentially.
Yeah.
Keeping it below 5,000, 5,500 RPM.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go past that, just so we don't break anything. But we're doing this drive because it's a good variances of RPMs and speeds and mount hills and climbs and descents. So it's really going to put that engine through its paces. And if anything's going to break, it's probably going to break now.
Yeah. Yeah. And on this drive, we'll see. I'm guessing that it's going to be pretty noisy inside the car. So we won't be doing a lot of auto vlogging, but we'll kind of get to the end of where we're going and fill you guys in on, like, you know,
how it performed, I guess.
Assuming we make it to the end.
Yeah.
I know you're super excited.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thrilled. I've never actually spent real time in one of these, so I'm super excited. And probably when we get back from the Ozarks or the 2002 Fest, we'll kind of run down, I think, and see the things that work really well, things that are maybe not so good.
Yeah, because there's a lot of new parts on this, a lot of different companies and stuff like that. And
we're not sponsored by any of them, so we can give you God's honest truth about like all this stuff.
Yeah. And it's kind of testing them all. I mean, I kind of grabbed all of the things I thought were good that I've seen on these and put them together. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of different parts on this, not just like one
race car stuff.
A lot of different stuff, you know, from the subframe at the engine to the interior to the whatever. Yeah. So,
well, it's a good combo too of like some high-end parts for sure. Yeah. Some, you know, the carburetors and Amazon ones. So we'll be able to kind of let you know. It's almost like a high car, low car, all into one car.
Yeah. We're sacrificing though of like going cheap.
No.
Definitely research to make sure, hey, this is something that's good. And obviously there is no hood still. Yeah, I think we mentioned it before. It's sitting on the Baja. We're leaving it off because anyone that's built an engine and is like driving it and tuning and testing and doing all that stuff, I don't want to pop that hood open and close a million times. And if something blows off, I can immediately see.
Yeah, in real time.
In real time, yeah. So we've left it off just for that. It also looks cool.
Yeah,
but
I think it looks good.
So it's a quick jumping out look. Okay, that's nothing wrong, or that's smoking, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the only reason it's off.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll show you that last bit of the things we've done interior-wise and buttoned up on this.
Cool.
All right, now we're going to be showing you guys inside. And before, this trunk was packed full of parts. Now it is all cleaned out with some of the essentials of extra oil, coolant, caution cones, some shop rags, and the rear battery setup. Also / strut support with kill switch that's keyed. Moving to the inside of the car, since this has always been stripped out with all the rust repair, we've got the seats back in it. We've got the Nardi steering wheel mounted up. The shifter and the center console are all in and wired. And in the back, for safety, we've got harnesses and the harness bar back here. To get that harness bar in, we did have to take out the bottom part of the back seat because of this bar coming down was hitting. But there's the interior of the car, ready to ride. So we're gonna take off now.
Let's drive.
only this much is kind of...
Where do you think it's leaking?
So right above this.
It's the valve cover. Look, see?
Oh, so yeah, it's I have a new one on order, so that's leaking.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
It's
definitely
going down. The valve.
Yeah.
Blow by bits around the cap.
Yeah, so it's leaking out of there, and so I got a new cap coming because the O-ring you can't replace this. But it's just above this, the tensioner, that seam where the timing chain cover comes together.
Yep.
So I put a metal head gasket. So it's not like the traditional type or head gasket. It's a metal multi-layer, basically made up for all the stuff I took off the head. guys. So we just finished up our first run of the 2002, and I'm more than excited. It performed awesome. I got a group of friends that also own some of these here locally in Albuquerque, and we drove into the mountains and back, and now we're sitting on top overlooking Albuquerque here, and it was an awesome morning, afternoon now. This thing did great. It's got a couple little hiccups that aren't too serious. I think one is we do kind of have not a serious but mild oil leak coming from the front of the timing chain, where the one timing cover meets the other cover. It's seeping out. So that's something I have to address, because it's not a small leak. It's enough to, if you drove it all day,
you'd have to put some gas or
need some
oil,
more oil in it.
Yeah.
A small little leak in the back where the distributor cap goes. It's this little O-ring thing. But that one's not too bad. It drips here and there. That's something I could live with. And then the exhaust, we did finish building an exhaust. Nothing that we recorded because it was a pain.
And it's not final.
It's not final. Yeah, it's nothing final, and it's not the greatest, but it was something to get the exhaust out the back. But the drive shaft is nicking that a little, so I think it's just going to self-clear. I'm not too worried. And then that's about it. I mean, everything else performed awesome. It's loud and obnoxious, so all of our videoing on the inside, you really can't hear us talk or hear anything, because the solid engine mount, solid transmission mount to stiff suspension makes everything vibrate.
It's a little buzzy for sure.
It's a little buzzy. And to mention, the exhaust system is 2.5 inch all the way to the back.
Yeah,
with
on a cherry bomb. Yeah.
So that's not helping.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
then,
it had all the power though too, and you might notice just from like my camera work that it grips so hard in those corners. I mean, it literally feels like a roller coaster or something, right?
It doesn't move.
It just doesn't even. It's not stepping out. It's not doing anything. The tires are pretty good shape, but man, all this suspension work, I think, was definitely a worthwhile venture.
For sure.
And that's, I think, where these cars are. They're funnish, right? Like they're fast, they're quick, but it's just the way they like tend to
to the road.
Yeah,
Even
perform
on
in the
lower
corners.
speeds. Yeah, you're not going 100 miles an hour in it, but at 40 miles an hour, you're not gonna have a lot of fun. But I think that's about it. I think it was a great time, because the guys we went out with, even though they're the same cars, there's three completely different. I'd say heavily modified. One is almost original, and the other one is in between. He's put some good parts on it, but still kept
the white one.
Yeah, the white one. The silver one is just almost original, which is great. But yeah, I think that was fun to see all three of them, and they all did amazing. But this thing is a blast. I think the only thing next is the seats, because they are uncomfortable.
Not great.
But for now, they're going to work because they look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was its first maiden voyage out. Yes, we rode around the driveway, but just to make sure things work.
Proper
this was our first
outing.
Proper 3-hour drive, and I think it's more than ready to go to Arkansas. Even if that oil leak doesn't quite get fixed, I think for the amount of driving we do there,
we'll carry oil.
There's always gonna be oil with it. You never know. It still burns a little probably, but this thing is definitely ready. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, that nothing else happens between now and June 1st. But I'm still going to keep driving it, keep breaking in that engine. But I'm definitely going to try to take it easy. I'm not going to go too hard.
Yeah, we don't want to blow it up the first weekend.
Before we even get it there.
Yeah.
When we get back, though, it's going to be wide open and trying to have as much fun as we can. So right now, I'm going to stay pretty calm with it.
You're going to adult it. Yeah.
And then when I get back, I'm going to act like a kid and just go crazy on it. So there is the 76 BMW 2002 build, finally back on the road, driving, running great, probably better than it's ever done before. And there's obviously going to be still more to come. This thing needs a lot more to do. There's a lot of things we want to do to it, and so there'll be more videos. But this is our second Speed Shark Garage build, so that's pretty cool. So if you haven't checked out the Baja, we've done that, and now we've built a race car and we've built a dirt car. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, Peanut Gallery. We think that this is the ultimate driving machine to come out of the 70s. What's yours? Leave in the comments below.